another episode of Hot Topic with Copville and Dominic Izzo. It's been a week. You've been getting at it. I've been getting at it. We got a lot of stuff going on. And
I followed the prompting
hold on.
of the thumbnail.
For some reason, I'm not live on the other two networks. So let me fix that real quick. There we go.
One man army. Man.
Yeah, well, I put 8 o'clock on accident somehow, and I just noticed it, so I fixed it on one, and then it didn't update on the other two. So we'll give it a second. It just went live on Copville and my Facebook, but here we are. Another wonderful week.
YouTube to refresh.
Yeah, give it a minute. I see it went live on Counterculture. I fucked it all up, man. I'm stuck my first day on the job. Make sure I'm live on my own channel.
If you can't fix it, feature it.
Oh, I don't mind. Yeah, it's live on Hot Topic. Let's see, Copville, view channel. I can't tell if I'm live on my own channel or not.
No, on YouTube it's not live yet.
Oh, it's Counterculture. Somebody's watching on Copville. It's there. Just slowly.
I'm looking on Copville. I don't see it yet.
You don't see it?
I'm looking at the gorgeous thumbnail that prompted me. You got me in the blue lavender tie and a red pocket square. So I followed what the
you matched it again.
There you go, done. Oh, I can get out of this now.
Good. Let me just give it a minute. There we go. All right. Sorry, guys. I put 8 o'clock because that's my first day on the internet, and I'm a moron, and I got the time all wrong. I'm thinking it's caught up now. Let me check my Facebook. My Facebook appears to be live.
Your YouTube doesn't show it. Your YouTube. Copville.
It says there's 3 people watching.
No, it says one way.
Three people watching. It shows it live. Anyway, we don't give a fuck how many people are here. We're here for the people. Let me go right into what have you been doing? You've been doing you
calling out people and shaming.
You took another one down, didn't you?
Yeah. Two university Georgia State University police officers.
The 2 females that did that. That one?
Okay. Yes, those 2, and another one that literally had no shame whatsoever. And everybody is accusing me because lately I seem to feature more and more black females.
Yeah, you're racist, right?
Or maybe it's just because more black females tend to do this behavior.
Oh, no.
I don't know. So
you don't mean we're targeting minorities?
I'll target who's ever.
No, not you. I'm saying you wouldn't think police agencies are targeting certain demographics to just get anybody in the door, would you?
Oh, yeah. Well, a little DEI. Yeah, you want the black demographic. And it blows me away when you brought up and you showed me the Bree Finance. Like that night I did just a short on her or whatever, a reel. And it's got like a couple 100,000 views so far. And she saw it and she has no shame. She put in the comment section of the video, I'm Bree, blah, 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 this and that, and just no shame whatsoever. I looked into the sheriff, who's the current sheriff of Orleans Parish. It's not a county, it's a parish, but she's.
Is that the real fat lady?
Yeah, that's the big one you pointed out.
She deleted. Yeah, I think she deleted me, blocked me.
Well, she blocked me, but she pointed up that if I can come do the job, come do it, and blah, blah, blah. And I looked on Orleans Parish Sheriff's website, and they don't have a physical fitness test. They just have a physical, which means you go to the doctor, you can see out of your left eye, see out of your right eye, do a hearing test, blood pressure test, you're cleared for duty. There's no physical fitness test for Orleans Parish Sheriff. That's how she got her job.
Well, they're waving. That's all over. I know Grady Judd's waving it.
Fitness test?
Yeah, fitness and mental health. They're waving the psych and the fitness test.
I didn't verify who, and this was mid last year. Someone, when I was on my Grady Judd tirade, because I think he's lost his way and he's now become, a personality. Fine. Mm-hmm. It started with who was the black sheriff of Milwaukee?
Oh, Clark.
Clark. I don't remember his first name.
I don't remember either.
But he was the first one to take the social media, and then all of a sudden now all these sheriffs spend so much time on social media for their campaigns to get reelected and stay in office. And Grady Judd, I really don't respect what he does, because every morning when you go to you have your coffee and you hold a mug shot of somebody that you arrested, or excuse me, your deputies arrested the night before with no body cams, and then you spin the story the way that you need it to, you vilify them, and there's no due process. It's completely, I think it's a constitutional a violation. But somebody told me that Judd is they work for Judd, and this is just, again, I can't verify this. He's mentally slipping. He's got to be reminded of stuff. He's getting old, this and that, and I think he's on his way out. And I'm like, good. I mean, I can't picture a guy who I had heard he's openly against TRT, testosterone replacement therapy, clearly openly against body cameras, and now he wants to waive fitness and mental health standards.
Oh, he already did. I'm telling you, I posted a video, a meme a while back, and it's got the graduation. There's like a 350, 400 pound black guy.
Big guy. Yeah.
And they said he was a bonus hire, 20 grand up front, everything waived. And the other guy you kind of give a pass to, you need to dig in, it was Wayne Ivey. Wayne Ivey is 2.0 Grady Judd. Wayne Ivey is one county north of me. He's on Fox News. No body cams in Brevard County. They fucking posted a speeder the other day. They blew this dude all over social media for going 110 on 95. Come on, dude. We've all gone 110 on 95. They took this dude to jail. And he was speeding. I get it. But they made a whole post. You would have thought he committed fucking, 9/11. It was a post this big with his picture at the back of the car for speeding and this and that. And there's another guy, Wayne Ivey, who has a terrible agency. There, people are flocking out of Brevard County because they don't have the money that, Polk is very low paid, but if you go south, you start getting paid enough that they don't care. But another guy on Fox News, another guy's lost touch with reality. He was a shitty FDLE agent, Florida Department of Law Enforcement, mediocre career, severely overweight, had an affair with another chief's wife. Now she works at the agency, brought her in.
I know exactly. Look at his picture now. He's
one. Yeah, he makes country song videos, and
he's taking the playbook out of the Lee County Sheriff stuff too.
Another piece of
shit. He
just
unclosed this drug house. No, you did. Your guys did.
Yeah,
your guys did. You did nothing.
And Marcino in Lee County was under FBI investigation. Two of the people involved in the investigation against him they're dead. Two people went dead. And then he was going to run for office, and he just announced, never mind. I'm not going to run for any Congress or anything. I'm going to stay right here because he doesn't want his past coming up into a real election where people start pumping money in. So everybody says Florida. And then I just broke that. I'm telling you, just breaking the news now. Greg Toney, the piece of shit in Broward County, it appears just fired his 29-year, who's been there 29 years, black female Nicole Anderson, who is the undersheriff, because he got wind she might run against him in 2028. So she just got fired is what I'm hearing today. So that's Florida sheriffs in a nutshell. You've seen all the stories I've done on Orange Theory, Eric up here, Eric Flowers. He's crooked. I got his captain driving all over the state of Florida using company gas, company vehicles. I've got the ethics stuff pulled. I've got all the gas receipts. Right in the policy, it says you can't drive your car out of the county. You can't bring your family without permission. And he's got a captain that's already making $160,000. It's just abusing tax dollars. If anybody else, I always laugh. I tell my wife, just get in the car and take your fucking cruiser to Melbourne.
Who's going to stop her?
Yeah. Well, if they find out, she's going to get fired. But, they're allowed to get away with it. So I want to address, we talked a little about, I'm going to address this tone alert, jobs not dead thing. And I'm going to bring their stuff up here, and I'm just going to get over it once and for all. I don't hate anyone. This is tone alert. They're out of the podcast game. They're a part of counterculture. And I made the comment the job is dead. And the reason I made that comment was what we're talking about right now is job is dead because we're not holding each other accountable. We're not holding these TikTok cops accountable. And they went off and did a whole, bring this up, they're starting a Job is Not Dead series, basically countering at me, which I'm a big boy. I can handle it. They post some memes like this, meme pages, job is dead. That would be me. I'm the job is dead guy. And then real street dogs keeping the job alive. We went back and forth in the DMs. I'm just going to point out one very minor thing that they did here the other day, which leads me to believe their level of investigation and the job being dead or alive is a little sloppy. They posted this, and in every picture you will notice everybody's face is grayed out, and they got the little.
Hey, go back to. I'm sorry. Go back to.
Yeah, you got the.
One more. Yeah, nice license plate.
Yeah, you got the late. Not only that, but look right here.
Yeah,
got the name tag. So somebody comments, why redact? So here's the back and forth. Why redact? They're a mix of patrol and their roles different departments. Still doesn't make sense. It's to protect their identity. You forgot to blur out their name tags.
And you think they would delete it and then repost
No,
it?
it's important. It's
Oh,
important. So, and I, you know, I'm not going to play the DMs back and forth, but you know, here's every post now. Job's not dead. The blacked out faces. I am all about police work. I am all about guys going to jail. You and I completely differ on that goon mentality. I'm all about it. But you can't go block your face out and go hard in the paint and allow the ship to sink around you and not call out these fucking morons around you, because eventually you're going to get swallowed up by the job, because everybody around you is going to end up being a piece of shit that's shooting people like you point out and can't use force properly. And you're just going to be out there going, rah, rah, I made another drug arrest. I made another gun arrest. And it's like, well, your new lieutenant's a 4-year female who's never done anything, and she doesn't like that anymore. So by not saying anything and not speaking up, you've allowed the job to get swallowed up by pieces of shit. That was what I was saying when the job is dead. But, you know, I got called the View. I'm a bickering View person online. And then, you know, I go to defend myself because I don't tout my own resume on here. I don't sit here and talk about everything I did. And I said, listen, boys, I think they got 8 years, maybe. I said, I did 23 years. And I had 3 years in the United States Army. I've done my time. And if I want to be, and right away I got, thank you for your service. A little smart, little fucking cock fucking mouth response to me just trying to finally stick up myself and say, hey, bitch, you know, I did this job too. I can pull up on any day anybody wants. I can go to Florida Department of Corrections right now. And I think I'm at 7 life sentences. That's just drugs. That has nothing to do with the homicides. I got a couple more guys in there for homicide. Just drug cases alone, I can pull up 7 people that are sitting in prison right now that I signed the bottom of that piece of paper. And mama, they never came home. Not bragging, but I can pull it up if I need to. That's my version. So
I can't. I don't have a single one like that.
Yeah, I'll never forget. I'll tell a quick story. The very first one, we have a thing in Florida that's called VHFO, violent felony habitual offender. So if they commit multiple offenses within like a certain time frame, or 2 categories of offenses, like, you know, sell drugs twice within 5 years, same type of offense, they can be qualified as a violent felony habitual. And they say they're not. It enhances every level. So felony 3 can be a felony 2, 2 is a 1, and 1 can be a life felony. So I got the first guy, sale of narcotics within 1,000 feet of a school, church, daycare, any of those protected facilities. It's a felony 1. He had 3 previous drug sales within the last 7 years, if you can believe that. He wasn't rehabilitated every time he went away. So I go to court. His name was Felton Jordan Sr. And he pled guilty. Or, you know, he's convicted in trial, and they're sitting there, and the judge is going over his paperwork. And I'm just sitting there. I'm a narc. I'm undercover. I'm in the audience. And the judge looks at his paperwork, and he says, Mr. Jordan, he says, you don't seem to have learned. And he gets some little smart remark for the judge, and he says, Mr. Jordan, I sent you to life in prison. I remember sitting in the fucking chair. And I was like, when I picked him up, I tried to work him as an informant, and he fucking stiffed me, and he went on the run for like 9 months. And I remember telling him to his face, you're going to look over your shoulder one day and wish you didn't do that. Well, I didn't know it was going to be that serious. And I'll never forget, he was at the handcuffs and the shackles, and he turned around in the back. And I was like, you know, I had no idea he was going to get life in prison. And I was like, holy shit. And then from there, I knew that if I happened to get them within a school zone or at a church and they were selling drugs, they would probably get a heftier sentence.
What a great way to leverage the law for that. Absolutely.
Yes. So
I don't understand this game. I never, and I've never done it as much as I shit on other cops. I've never, like, even with the university police that, you know, we're fucking around. I don't not see them as not police, or I don't not see them as police. Double whatever this. They're the police. One of my former coworkers who became a sergeant, was a great leader, started at Northwestern University Police. We took him seriously, but it's like, I don't get, you get like, you know, sometimes I'll shit on him, and I really don't attack like Brandon.
Your buddy.
Who's the
Tatum?
Yeah, Brandon Tatum only had like 6 years, and Donut Operator has like 3 or 4 years. I don't shit on them because I don't know what they did inside of those 3 or 4 years.
Exactly.
I don't ever, I got it again today. I get clearly a lot of people who hate me, and I don't care anymore. I've done my stuff. I put it up online. I put my whole history out there. So anybody ever wants to reference, it's there. On my resume's up on my website, all this shit. But some guy today's like, you came from a sub 20 man department and you didn't even work this amount of time and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, go online. And I Googled it the other day. What is the percentage of sub 10,000 population police towns with
like
less than 100?
Yeah, like all of them.
It's like 60 to 70%.
Yeah.
So that means like 2/3 of the cops out there are from towns that have 10,000 people or less. And it's like, I won't shit on those people because I know what it's like. So it's like, I don't get this. So how long did you spend, man?
It doesn't. So no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And here's my, and even though my wife is mean sometimes, she's very right sometimes. She says all the time, because she'll get it. If you don't know this, my wife argues online a little bit. She'll get in those discussions about like firearms and all that. And somebody will say, well, I got 27 years. And I'm like, I know that guy that's got 27. You know what she says about him? They've been a 1-year cop 27 times.
Mm-hmm.
They never progress past a 1-year mentality. And I've run into, and they'll say, well, what do you mean? I had 22 years. And I know 8-month cops that have done more work than a 22-year vet, and that I trust more in a call.
What happens after years 3 and 5? What we turn into, we know how to milk the call.
Yep.
You know that 20 years on means that that in the summertime, you want to get to the accident second. So you could be outside directing traffic. Yeah. But in the wintertime, you want to be there first to take the paperwork and decide to call a car. Yeah. Know that the assist rescue call where the trouble breathing, you're 10-2, no status. You're going to be assisting rescue. That's all that shit means.
Yes. And at that mark of 3 to 5 years, that's where you make the decision to go, I'm going to go do that and retire on duty and kind of milk the call. Or you make the decision, I'm going to keep at it. And that number of guys that stay after it and hold that integrity, that goes way down in, I would think, the single-digit percentages of guys that go past that 5-year mark that still go, I'm going to get there first. I'm going to direct the traffic. I don't care. I'll stay for the tow truck. I'll go put your evidence in. I'm going to help you out. I'm going to do it for the right reason. That shrinks. So your years of service means nothing to me. And you're right. The size of the agency means nothing to me. We watch NYPD. They can't hold the fucking gun. You got guys in NYPD. You can't hold the gun.
My first department was, we had 35 sworn, and by year 5, I was like, I left at year 5. I'm like, I'm just done. I had nothing left in the tank. I was done. I was so depressed about how shitty the business was. When I came back in 2013, I got hired with with a department that borders it. They only had 13 sworn and 7,000 people. So I went from about 45,000 undocumented, most of them are documented, or most like 35,000, but there's 10,000 people like undocumented, and then to 7,000. And they were going, what are you doing? Because I was knocking every car down. They're like, whoa, hey, company boy, because I went, no, now I know what the job is. Now I had that time off, and I had some time to reflect and this and that. So I did the ebb and flow, and I saw both ends of it. But I will never criticize a person who is a university cop, who deals with one on, and you got all those fucking shitheads with the drinking and the drugs and the fights. Yeah. I'm never going to shit on them. So I don't get why.
A miserable job, dude. A college cop, a real college cop, every night you're dealing with fucking frat boys and fights and fucking drunks. You're right. Doesn't mean anything, but I hate it more when somebody starts out with, I worked at a LAPD.
Who cares?
Okay. I got 22 years and I was a firearms instructor. Yeah, I've seen a fucking firearms instructor that can't hit the side of the fucking berm. Your statements don't mean anything. And then we're online, so there's very few people like you and I that air it out. Here it all is. Oh, I got another announcement too. Here it all is. Here's my history. Here's everything, bad, good, indifferent. You make a decision of who I am, but you're never going to have that, aha, I got you. No, but you're going to hide behind, well, what kind of firearms instructor? Doesn't matter. I'm a instructor. Okay. All right, here we go. And then it's, then they start insulting you and all that stuff. And you're like, okay.
Why would you ever want a cop? And what makes a better cop? Now, I don't tout it, but I bring it up. Yeah, I had a knife stuck in my face and I didn't shoot the guy. Woohoo. I've seen dead children, did CPR on a dead fucking 5-month-old infant, did CPR on a guy who died in front of me, fucking waiting in the doctor's office, fucking croaks. I've seen heads exploded open from car accidents and brains all over the place. Women with their face busted open because their boyfriends blasted them right in the face. People stabbed X amount of times. A guy, I kind of hate to admit this, but the shittiest moment I have that I regret in my career was walking up to a gang member that we knew. He was a Latin king, and he had a bullet hole right in his chest, and he was gasping for air. It looked like a fucking fish when you take him out of water. And I go, man, is that hurt, Mikey? And I kind of regret saying that, but I've seen all that shit. But so I didn't do 30 years. It just means the other people have seen more of it.
Yeah.
Why would you want anyone, like if there's a Barney Fife out there who can go 20 years of literally turning corners and taking the barking dog calls and, whatever, and that person takes their job seriously, they are no less of a fucking cop than some big NYPD or CPD person who sees 50 shootings in a fucking year and stands around drinking coffee while the detectives are fucking policing the scene. I don't care. I don't know why this pissing contest of a career is so fucking bad.
And you're right. And you're right. And here's the other thing. You're right. That's one of them. And I don't look at it like that. The glory is the pictures we just looked at, right? The guys with the blocks on their face and all that cool shit. That's what everybody thinks. But yeah, I can rattle it off too. I cut a 12-year-old kid that hung himself with a belt, dead, off his fucking bunk bed with his mom and dad staring at me like, can you save him? Well, no, he's fucking cold and he's dead. I can't save him, but I'm going to pretend I'm going to try to save him because you're standing here. I remember sitting in, I had a 6-year-old autistic kid with like health problems dying. I'm playing fucking patty cake with his like 4-year-old sister in the other room while his mom and dad are like, you can go down the list. And that's things that just popped in my head while you were talking about all that stuff. But you're right. There's a guy who does that for 20 years, doesn't promote, doesn't fucking jump out, doesn't make SWAT, doesn't do anything cool. He just goes and sees all that shit for his whole fucking life. And somebody will go, you were in a goon. You didn't do a jump out. You weren't a SWAT boy. And you're like, no, I just saw some fucking horrendous things. And I did my job. And I took the calls and I took the crash reports. And you know what? That's not cool. That's not cool to anybody because you didn't have any initials.
Two versions of SWAT. Chicago has their own SWAT team. Northwest Illinois doesn't. Each individual department really doesn't. We have something called NIPUS, Northern Illinois Police Alarm Systems, and they were created or inceptive after the Bulls won their first championship because they needed crowd control help in the city. So what it consists of is every suburban area from Chicago will kind of donate or assign 1 or 2 guys from their department to either the mobile field force, which is what I was on. So riot shields, baton, crowd control, curbside arrest, shit like that, or EST, emergency services team, I believe it is. And that's the whole hostage situation, barricaded subject. And everybody want to get on EST. And I'm like, why? You're the ones that are going to be called out 4 or 5 times a year. I was called out once with NIPUS. Once. We had 90 of us, 400 protesters. Cool fucking day. I stood there for 8 hours, got paid, never moved. Shield and baton. I had to piss like crazy. But when it comes down to the EST and the SWAT, 99% of those time, those guys stand in the cold, the rain, the hot, and they do nothing while someone else negotiates. And it always
so
is.
Bad. I did it for 5 years, man. It's fucking miserable, dude. It's miserable. Standing there, fucking helmet, nods, rifle, fucking shield, and you're right. I remember we had to wait we had to do an explosive breach, and we didn't do it. So you're waiting an hour and a half for a bomb team from another county to come load the door up. Blow the door in it was cool. I did it. I loved it. I wouldn't take away from it, but yeah, nobody looks at it like it's the other one's not as cool, right? You're the riot shield guys. But yeah, that's a great way of looking at it, that we just immediately, it's kind of like the military argument we're making with the anti-hero, because none of us are special operators or tier 1 guys or, SEALs or any of those we're just a couple of shitbags that were 11 Bravos, airborne 11 Bravos that, did the regular grunt work. We're just nobodies. That's what we are. We're not the SWAT guys in that scenario.
There were a few guys up here, and everyone used to win. Lieutenant Colonel Dave Grossman used to, I don't know if he still does lectures or whatnot, but that was it. You had to go hear the speaker, the author of On Killing speak. And then we had other people up here who were involved in some pretty extraordinary police shootings, and everybody wanted to go gravitate towards listen to them speak, listen to them speak, listen to them speak. You know, I've said this for years. You never ever hear any sold out speaking events of the 20 or 30-year guy who went on patrol every single day without a single complaint, kept his neighborhood safe, never disciplinary action, did the job, worked patrol all those years, dealt with command, still did his job, never lost his temper, never lost his perspective. We don't celebrate that guy.
Nope.
We never do. He's not cool enough.
Actually, I'll be honest, and I'm guilty of it because I'm a very honest person. I thought that guy was a shitbag when I started as a young cop. I looked at that old timer that worked his zone at 45 years old, and I thought he was old then. And he just did his job. He was fucking, 1205 was our mall district and Walmart, and then 1206 was west of it. And in our county, once you hit 95, you got nothing but fucking trees and lakes and marsh. So we're very, we're very unincorporated county out there. But so those were the two zones I always laughed about, like 05 and 06. Who the fuck wants to work out there? But I made fun of those guys. But now I look back and go, that's what they did. They just fucking did their job for fucking 50 years, or till they were 50, 20 some 5 years of work. That was it. And I'm like, oh, these guys are shitbags. They're not in the hood shaking dope down. They're not out here doing this and that. And I'm like, now it makes sense. Like, but now I feel like an idiot because I was like, that's really the job. That's the job. The job is the everyday calls, humping call, the burglaries, all the calls you just mentioned, the dead bodies, and you're sitting there with the fan. Like, those calls suck, man. They suck. And we don't give those guys credit. But at the same time, there's the guys that just tout that 25 years that didn't do a thing. And it's a weird dynamic because you got to sift through the shit, you know. And now it's a little easier because we got all this social media and internet. We can kind of dig people up and find them and see if they're telling the truth.
Girl online, some black female cop. I have to determine if she's real or if it's AI or fake. Literally graduates from the academy late last year. She's already in a gang unit. She's got gang unit on her vest. And it says it like she says, or it's like when you haven't even gone to work yet, and you're tired of working. I'm like,
I might have some of these. I got a lot of videos. Here, let's start rolling through some videos. I got some. Let's see what we got.
Lindsay Shuttler. I've been employed as a deputy sheriff for about 8 years. This is my first canine. His name is
very
Canine
small
Java.
female. That's why
the reason behind his name is because Dark Horse Coffee Company graciously donated the money to purchase him, and we're very thankful.
Nothing terrible there, but I just wanted to point, her tourniquet's not set up right. Like, I just wanted to point out a couple things. Like, is she paying attention to her gear? Not terrible. We're gonna get worse, so just get ready.
Great.
She's a legend, and she is the moment. Now, come on now.
The traffic vest. Look,
don't let it.
Yeah, I know. I gotta mute.
Yeah, I saw her content. I'm like,
yeah, I stumbled across this, and let's do it one more time. This is her claim to fame here: a traffic vest.
Dude, okay, rewind. Now I don't know because I was gone by the time that like this internet stuff really took off. I would be scared. I would be so uncomfortable, apprehensive, looking over my shoulder. That's the squad room.
Yeah, she set the whole camera up. Yeah, no way.
I'd be waiting to see because there's cameras in there. Yep. So you know that records and Sarge are going to see this tomorrow, and you have to do whatever, jump, take your time, reset the camera, put the code on it. I would be like waiting for a brass to walk through and go,
what the fuck are you doing? Yeah, why aren't you on the road? Why are you out of your zone? And I'm not a micromanager, but this would be the time when you're like, and it's like, here we go, boom. Yeah, I mean, and that's what we're proud of is the traffic vest. And then we get into the call here, just 1,600 followers, brand new cop, and off we go.
Do they not realize how easy it is to find them too? You literally
I get sick of doing it. Like, I get so caught up in it. This is another one of my favorite guys here. This is B Stokes.
Oh my God, he emailed me. He DM'd me.
Yeah, look at this guy. He's walking in the car. He's got his kid chasing after him.
I don't know if he's still a cop.
He is part-time. He's part-time.
Okay. I put him up on my
Look at this face. Look at this face.
He's
lip filler, Botox.
He's in great shape, but the fucking this is not the job. And he used Romans 8:18. Dear God. Oh, he's off the gear too. Wow.
Yeah, he's a little small. He's a little small, but like, look at the face filler. Look at that filler, man.
He responded to my DM, to my post on him, and he goes, "Oh, LOL, at least I look really good." I'm like,
no, you don't.
Wow, dude.
You look like a homo. Like anybody can pump juice and get big. That's easy. You look like a homo. All right, what do we got here? We got a couple of them. What is this one?
Our conversation parts look a little bit different.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Are you sure she doesn't have a vest on?
Nope.
So hug me.
I don't like to see. Look up.
No, I see it. No.
Up towards
the shoulder pads. No, that's not it. That's like the bottom of the pockets.
Okay.
That's not it.
Different.
Sideways mags on the same side as the gun. Whatever this fucking
let me
is.
think. I gotta mirror this because I wore my first ones. Now she's brass, so let's see. Right hand, and then
gotta reach across the body.
Oh shit! No, it's not. She's wrong. She got a taser. I don't like that fucking So my taser was cross draw, like that. So I don't know why they do the double like that. That's ridiculous.
I don't know why they do that. So the point of the reload is you bring the gun into your workspace, right? You're supposed to bring the gun into your workspace, drop the mag, reload, and punch back out. When you put the magazines on the same side, way over next to the gun, you're defeating the purpose because now you're reaching to get the mags and your gun. You're supposed to have your gun here, not supposed to have your gun. You boom, 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 drop, reload, insert, and go. And when they keep it on the same side, like it just it doesn't make any sense.
The day of the hunt was down low.
Yeah, different time. Different time. Yeah, different time. They teach it a little different now.
But yeah, it was the concept for the way I had her myself the same way she did, because it was you reach across, rip open the pouch, index with the bullet facing forward, your finger goes on the tip of the hollow point, and you feed it right up. So this is newer. That's what I'm saying. And the new efficient. And what I do is I follow a lot of competition shooters, and it's not. You're not in a competition. Well, you are in a competition. If your gun's not working, you're in a competition to get your gun back ready as fast as possible. So it makes more sense to later. I did the vertical carry, and it was on my left side, so I went right down, up, and in.
That's what. So here's a blast from the past. This is you're gonna like this one. This Hulk gorilla.
Yeah.
So this whole scene, look, he's gonna start crying. And there was a crazy night. We did.
What is wrong with this fucking man?
So I got a DM from somebody who worked with him last night after I posted this one, and they said obviously this never happened, and he left because this man is encouraged to sit in his patrol car or at the station as a sergeant and do social media and make those videos. He is encouraged. Local agency, Irmo PD, South Carolina, and then he is encouraged by a local academy. And this kid got so sick of it, he actually messaged me. He's like, I left and went to the county next over, and he's like, it's the best thing I ever did. And
you know what's going to happen to him, and I don't want to see it happen, but when you start believing that your persona is so grandiose, you're going to run in to the people who have no fucking idea who you are. They don't give a shit about you. They just see a big, giant man coming at them, and that fight or flight's going to kick in. And you're so untrained at this point because you're living in a delusional world of, I'm Officer Hulk Gorilla. You know me. And it's going to be a bad day for him.
And that's kind of what the community service guy you talk about all the time. Like if that guy's off that day and they run into you, who's not that guy. I see that a lot as well. And where that, the easiest way to understand this, and I'm going to use the black area, the hood, that's usually where this had, I had a couple of black officers that had that relationship, like locally. We know all the kids, we play basketball. What happens when we have Fort Pierce, which is it was leading the nation in per capita murders at one point. It's 20 minutes south of me. What happens when all the Fort Pierce boys come up and you run into them and none of them give a fuck who you are, know you are, don't care about who you are. And you try to do that oh, what's up, man? And it just doesn't work. So it's dangerous. And until it's one of those things that he'll probably make it his career and he'll be fine. He'll probably never have a serious incident. He'll probably never have to worry. But if it does, unfortunately, he's going to be the example of, we told you. We told you it was going to happen, and now you're dead. And kind of like you talked about, and I'm not advocating, and it's going to get spun. I'm not advocating for any cops to get hurt or murdered. But like little Mikey there, or whatever the Crip or the Blood or whatever that Latin King you saw, it's like, here you are. Like, you asked for it. You didn't train. You weren't ready. You didn't take the job serious. You got your ass whooped. Hopefully that's all that happens, is you get your ass whooped. Or, you know, he's right outside of a pretty big city over there in South Carolina. You never know when the wrong guy's going to come squirting through Irmo PD.
Hulk Gorilla, if he lays his hands on somebody and that person gets hurt, he is so prime for civil lawsuit. He's got so much material out there.
Well, your skits.
Oh my God.
You did a skit about this once. You were going to hurt this guy because he beat his wife, and it was okay to go in and beat the shit out of a domestic violence suspect because he beat his wife, or shoot him. He does videos like people get killed in his little movie skits. He does taxes, and he doesn't have me blocked on Facebook. And I actually reached out. He didn't want to do my taxes for me, unfortunately, but I asked him. But here, let's go to another video.
Oh,
this is look at this, city of. This is outside Atlanta. Atlanta's done. This is city of South Fulton.
Black culture.
Look at this. Look at this.
Okay. That's
city of South Fulton.
Sister want to steal my hair color.
Look at this. Look at this. This is it, man. Look at the dancing.
At this point, literally, I'm at the point where, because so many people, I don't get that dance with this or the
you're eating. That's
this.
This is like who used to do it? Dak, the running back for the Cowboys.
Oh, I have no idea.
The little fat guy. Oh God.
I'm at the point, legitimately speaking, if you look at these towns and they've got like 53% black and 42% white or whatever, do you legitimately feel you will be, and I know the answer to this, do you legitimately feel if you're white that you'll be served properly by a black police officer who acts like that? And their answer, now you know what it feels like. It's like, oh, okay. I have argue with that.
I have talked to people who have almost said this isn't me. This is Mike. This is people. People I've DM'd and talked to have said it almost like they are intentionally doing this so that the black culture overruns certain parts of the area. And then
yes, it's in my comments.
Maybe
when I criticize
Ezekiel Elliott. There you go. Ezekiel Elliott from the
criticize that fat pig. It's coming. It's coming. Okay. So you're fine. This I'm completely fine. Then let's segregate it. Black cops for black people, white cops for white people. Deal with your own fucking problems. I don't care if you want to be like this. You can't put together a coherent sentence. You speak Ebonics, all this shit, blah blah blah. Deal with your own kind. I don't care. I would not want a cop who is like that coming and even taking my crash report because I don't believe I could trust them.
Yeah, it just doesn't show training. It doesn't show it like it what
professionalism.
Correct. All the stuff we just talked about. And I think I heard you yesterday. You were going off on, my wife was watching. You were going off on one of them about I think was it Miss Harris, Miss somebody?
Harris,
You were saying so like have you followed up on your burglary report? Have you followed up on my case? Have you I heard you ranting about that, and I'm like, man, I went through all of them, but yeah, think about that. Like, call the station and say, hey, I got your officer worked a burglary on my house a month ago. I haven't heard anything back, but I went to her Instagram or her TikTok. She's done 90 TikTok videos in her uniform in the last month, but I haven't gotten one follow-up.
Fuckers, every one of these fuckers, from our favorite one who dances in Parachute, Colorado, to all over the place, the ones that will tag LGBTQ cop, hashtag black cop, all this stuff. I don't get why you're putting your risk out there where all it takes a Christmas package taken off of the doorstep of somebody during Christmas time is a world of importance to someone else. To you, it's a stolen UPS package that's going to be insured. It doesn't matter to you. Can you imagine how do you justify? Because I had to learn that the hard way too. I got in trouble once for a woman was complaining about the Mexicans next door to her who were doing work outside. It was a Saturday afternoon, 2:00 in the afternoon. Guys were doing roofing, and I drove past. No one was there. They were on a lunch break or whatever. No complaint to be seen. I drove right past, looked, and kept going. I didn't take the matter seriously. Long and the short story is, I got a call. I had to call her, this and that. I didn't take her seriously. She complained. And I got not trouble. This is important to them. It's important to them. Okay, you're right. It's important to them. So how could I in today's day and age be fucking TikTok, and then did you do that burglary report? Did you do that domestic report?
Let me tell you how bad it is here, and I know it. You got guys like we have, the technology we have. We have license plate. Everybody's got a fucking camera. How can you? We got guys that blow that call off in 10 seconds. No further leads. Case closed. You're like, it was a burglary on a porch. There's probably 90 cameras.
Canvas
around that. Did you canvas? Did you do? Then you got a suspect. Oh, I got a suspect, but I don't know who to. Well, did you do an attempt to identify bulletin through the real-time crime center and have it sent out? Like these guys are closing cases out faster than and I know supervisors that have to go through these reports and go, you didn't do this, and this, and these are 4 or 5 year cops. I'm like, oh wow. And then the problem is that some of these supervisors are 5, 6 year supervisors who blew the calls off their career, and then it slips through. And I'll tell you one that always sticks to me. One call that always sticks to me was a Mexican male whose lawn trailer got completely stolen, every piece of equipment. And I thought, it is what it, right? I'm going to
Yeah.
But I looked at that man. He looked at me and said, sir, how am I going to pay my bills?
Yeah.
Like, how am I going to, I don't have insurance. I don't have money in that. Like, I live day to day. I have, this is, Martinez Lawn Service. I am Martinez. This is my business. This is my family. This is it. And I'm looking at him. I'm like, sir, and I did. I fucking walked up and down the street. I checked. I knocked on doors. Anybody see anything?
All the
pawn shops. One call. Yeah, that one call to me was like, and that was fucking 15 years into my career. And I was a corporal. I didn't have to fucking do it. And I'm like, dude, and if you don't take it that serious, every single call, and that's what I always told my trainees. I said, here's the simplest way I'm going to explain this to you. Take this call like it's your mom's. And if your mom's acting like a fucking Karen, tell her to shut the hell up and go on to the next call. But if your mom's going, hey, my car got ransacked, all my money's gone, my credit cards are gone. All right, sorry, man, bye. Do the fucking 5 minutes, throw the dust on the car, do the little things, go to the neighbor's house, check the neighbors, walk around a little bit. I've solved more cases doing that. And these guys will just blow them off. And that pisses me off. That pisses me off.
You said that. I know exactly what you're talking about. And you feel like shit. I had a guy who had a semi. He was a semi operator. And they parked their car in an industrial area. We'd have their trucks. And I got a call one day. It was 5 o'clock in the morning. We started at 5 o'clock. I started at 5 o'clock in the morning. At 5:05, got a call. Guy had his truck broken into, and they carry three or six batteries. Had all of them, all the cables cut. I watched a grown it's upset me so fucking bad. I watched a grown hard ass man crying because it was $3,000 worth of batteries, and he had no idea how he was going to make that money. And this was his fucking job. And I went, I have to do something. Couldn't do shit. Clearly never found him. But my God, it was like, you have to take it seriously.
We're all guilty of the jokes like we talk about, the off the cuff station jokes and all that. But at the end of the day, and one of my, the guy I worked with from day one, Lieutenant Matheson, still works there. He had and he was my age. He's actually a little younger than me, but he was very mature for his place, and very educated too. He won't tell you. He's a very smart dude, got a master's degree. And he taught me when I came in from the small agency to the bigger agency, we started working the hood and all that. That was one of the first things. He's like, dude, I don't care. If their fucking license suspended, they go to jail. If they have drugs, they go. Oh, my camera's not working. Hold on. I'm blurry. Am I back yet? No, blurry. We're having all kinds of problems today.
I think we're in Mercury retrograde. Man, are we?
Having a rough day.
No, it's not. It's not you. Hang on. Mercury retrograde. Here we go, dude. Mercury retrograde will begin on February 26th. And anybody knows anything about Mercury retrograde, it fucks with your electronics. That's tomorrow. Oh shit, that means my show Friday's gonna have fuck.
Is it just me or is it you?
No, it's you. It's
I'm blurry, but you can still hear me.
Yeah, it's Mercury retrograde. All right, I guess I'm running the show now. Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
there we go. Hi.
Well, I'm just going to talk. I'm in the witness protection program. I'm actually here to tell you that that I bought drugs from Izzo last night, and I am I'm state's witness.
I'll say.
Well, let's bring Jimmy in since Jimmy's coming on next. Jimmy, come on in. Because
Mr.
You go ahead and talk
Dominic
for a minute while I fall apart.
Unk. Yeah. Hey, so
Jimmy's
Mike,
up live on Shadowcast, hopefully at 8:00. We don't know what's going to happen.
You actually tagged in on the one that I made. I made one right after you. When I saw you put it up, I was trying to do it, and you're actually the thumbnail for yours is the one that I made for me. And I think that's where the consternation is coming from.
Really?
Yeah.
On YouTube?
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
Hold on, let's see. Mine on YouTube.
Because it shows me live right now.
Does it really?
Yeah, man.
Oh,
it's
you
my
made
fault.
It too soon. I see what happened. That's why
I was
it.
I was trying to be ahead of the game. I was and I fucked
because
you up.
When I went to go live, it said 8:00, and I'm like, so I changed everything to back. That's fine. I can fix all that at the end. You're just gonna have to redo.
My bad,
I can fix it
bro.
all back. No, this problem though, where nobody can see me, is not your problem.
Okay.
So what is no? That's not. I'll fix all that on the YouTube. That's not a big deal.
All right, good to go.
What's up tonight on Shadowcast?
Well, first of all, listen, I've been listening to you guys, and I'm not trying to belittle anybody, but right now, America is freaking back, baby. The hockey has happened. We got a lot of cool stuff going on. I'm very pumped. I've got guests coming in tonight, probably, and of course, I'm happy to see Mr. Dominic once again.
Hi, buddy.
Hey, my dad told me to tell you hello. Mike's back. He's out at WITSEC.
I use my iPhone. I use an iPhone, and I went and just unlocked it and relocked it, and here I am,
dude. Well,
so Jimmy, for everybody that's going to watch Jimmy's show after this, give it like 8:02, so I can.
I set it to 8:05.
Thumbnail. Okay. I'll.
I redid it again. I saw the problem, and I just went ahead and moved it on down the line. But man, what a great time to be an American right now. I can't imagine, Dominic, I can't imagine a more awesome picture than Jack Hughes, bloody mouth, busted teeth, winning gold medal.
I'm not, I hate to say this, I'm not a hockey fan because we had the Blackhawks where I grew up with. And in my era, their home games were not televised because the family that owned the I think it was Wirtz, he never wanted to, well, that's how you built up sales for home games. You can't watch them on TV, so you got to go.
Yeah.
I never grew up with the hockey.
Dude, I played hockey. Tyler and I both played hockey.
I played street hockey. I couldn't ice skate, but in New Jersey we had deck hockey / street hockey. I played that a lot growing up.
But I've been a hockey fan since I was a little kid. And I mean, again, you got this kid, he looks like a twink, right? You look at this guy and you're like, that guy isn't fighting his way out of a paper bag.
But he scores a big goal.
Gets busted in the teeth.
Yeah.
A lot of great if you guys have got great things to talk about, and I appreciate all of it. But there has to be a counterpoint. There has to be a counterbalance of, hey, America's still great, baby. Don't fucking get it twisted.
Oh yeah.
And that's what we're gonna talk about tonight. I'm wearing my American flag shirt.
Jimmy's American as apple pie tonight. So stay tuned at 8:05. So as we undo the whatever happened here, but everything's good to go. So we'll see you in a little bit, Jimmy. All right, buddy. Take care.
Later, dude.
That's what happened. We use the same StreamYard. We're just on different accounts. And when I set the lobby to go live, Jimmy switched his to go live at 8, and it sucked my counterculture away from
motherfucker.
So we're good. I want to show one more picture.
Why not?
You know who this is.
Is she a cop again or no?
So here's what happened. And I made fun of Tone Alert.
California?
Florida. So I made fun of Tone Alert because they were talking all that road dog stuff. And look who liked that picture of the girl.
Oh, she liked it. Oh,
no,
they
liked hers.
Yeah.
So this is Kaylee. So Kaylee worked for, I believe, St. Cloud and Kissimmee over here outside Orlando.
Her coworkers were not that pleased or impressed with her.
She got shit canned from the first agency in FTO. She got
back up. She made the claim of fame. She was sexually harassed by her department.
Okay.
she filed a sexual harassment claim.
Well, the first one, she didn't make FTO. The second one, she went straight through to SRO and then quit to be on a reality TV show.
Which she was not up in the
Well, she's not. So then she got hired. Here's the latest I heard. This is all alleged. This is alleged. This is through sources. This is not me. She got hired. I want to say Aventura or somewhere down there, which is Broward outside Miami and down there. And all she does is leverage her badge for product sales. Mm-hmm. And she allegedly went to SHOT Show, used her status, and was off duty making money. And the agency was like, no, we don't like that. And she was let go. That's what I was told. I don't know if to be fact, but another issue with making money off duty.
Well, no, I don't feel bad because a lot of these people, and you see it now at the house with the wives who are leveraging their husbands in uniform to sell their product. It's like, dude, I mean, I'm a capitalist. Don't get me wrong. Fucking, I'm all about making money. But if that's going to be your main focus with your leveraging the job, and she was in her squad. This is my favorite lip balm, blah, blah.
Yeah, not only that, but she posted a picture, and I can't pull it up because I'm blocked. She blocked me, but she's got a picture at the range, and she's shooting her rifle, and she's like leaned back, and she's holding the mag well in one of them. You know, you shoot your rifle with your hand way out at the end of the rifle to keep leverage. She's got it real up close.
Weird look. When you see her on Instagram, I'm like, okay, yeah. But when I saw her on that like reality show, I'm like, she looks like an alien. She looks like a bullfrog.
Yeah, she definitely looks
weird about her.
Yes. And then while we're talking about favorite people and leveraging badges, what about Haley Mirabelli in the shower? This is Haley showing off her new lather doing in the shower. This is Haley. Yeah, here she is. Haley Mirabelli doing her little thing. Hey. Look at it. I mean, this one here is the Hulk Gorilla of females. Look at the little nails. Look at her nails in the lab. Look at it.
Just,
I fucking hate her guts. I hate her guts. I'm so glad she got cheated on. Well, me and her ex went at it. Obviously, as a good boyfriend, he was doing what was right. He was defending her. And we went back and forth, and I was like, dude, I was pretty rough with him. I said, dude, you're a fucking moron. You're going to know it one day, blah, blah, blah. Turns out he figured it out. He cheated on her. And then he reached out and he said, my favorite words, you were right. I said, I know I was. I understand what you were doing. I get like defending your woman who's acting like a clown, but he figured it out. And now she went back up to your neck of the woods.
She's probably about 15 minutes away from me, and she works for Desplaines. And Desplaines is a good agency. They have a lot. They're not far from Chicago. They're closer to Chicago than I am, and they've got some issues. And but I'm telling you, I could just picture you being a Desplaines cop for 10 years, 15 years, and all of a sudden this coupled year fucking. And I was told, I don't like talking shit about people because everyone's got their stuff, but she wasn't everything with CPD. They said she was behind a desk half the time because of all of her surgeries, cosmetic surgery.
She was also, I was told she was community service. So, which I'm not knocking that either, but
no, not at all. But when you go to a suburban department with the whole I was Chicago, it's like I haven't seen her Instagram, but I would hope, or TikTok, but I would hope that she would unpin the Chicago stuff and pin the Desplaines stuff. Be proud of where you are, because nothing to me says more disrespect, because we've had it. Guys from other agencies that come to ours and are like, you're nothing here. You don't know our town. You're not a big bad CPD fucking cop. You know, you're a part of us. Oh, shit. So I can't stand that crap. I think it's disrespectful.
Tyler's stirring the pot.
Oh.
This is not Shadowcast. This is Jimmy went and made a second lobby live, stole my counterculture live, stole my own Facebook, and then when I went live, it was just on one network. And when I grabbed them back, the thumbnail is Jimmy's Shadowcast. That's my life. That's today. But we worked through it. The other thing about me that bothers me about her is riding Ella French's death.
Oh, God.
And of course, the worst thing that happened to a cop is death. I'm not saying, but she pimps out Ella French's death and uses it for her advantage.
I got
and every other death. Last year she did it. We lost 8 cops in like 12 days. She
Did you
turned
know?
the fucking camera. No, she didn't know who they were. She turned the camera on. She's crying on fucking camera with the blue line shirt on. And
yeah, how many of those cops actually had good moral character? It's like fucking Harris County just had a cop killed. Cop was killed in a fucking single DUI. Him left the bar fucking drunk, drone into some. I have no fucking respect for that.
You got you can't.
Shit.
Well, they were killed in the line of duty, which she was getting at, but you don't know them, and I can understand. We support them. I donate money. I keep up on that stuff, but you can't. This is the line I had to walk, and I keep it right here. This is Terry Sweeting, match cow. Worked with her for almost 25 years. She was killed in the line of duty, executed, completely fucking piece of shit, killed her. It's not about me. It's about Terry's family. I'm not going to get on here and cry and say, oh, prayers. And I'm so sorry. I am terribly sorry for her young daughter, her mother, her husband, the father of her children, all her family. It's not about me though. I'm not, and when these cops get on here and make it about them and cry on camera and, please send me prayers. I'm going through. So you're not going through a fucking thing. You don't know this person. Yes, it's a fellow officer. I get it, but you don't make their death about you. It's not about you.
You'll never see me share a fallen officer cop unless I knew them personally. Will not do, because I don't know what the character is. And I sat there. I took shit with it. I flat out said, I said, can you imagine that was your partner, Haley Marabelli? I wonder what if your partner, was it French, would have been alive if you guys didn't fuck around and make so many TikTok videos.
That's a great point. That's it. You can't tell me how sad you are about 8 cops dying when I don't see you at the gun range, at BJJ, doing any martial arts, doing any physical fitness. You don't care that much because you're not preparing yourself to be a good backup and to defend that fellow officer from death and to make sure you're prepared. So don't tell me how sad you are when you don't do anything to prepare yourself to protect your fellow cops. You don't. So those videos, I had more TikTok. I swear to God, I literally opened I was late. You texted me. You're like, bro, where's the link? And you know why? I went scroll, download, 4 scrolls, 4 completely shitbag fucking TikTok video. And if I open my TikTok, I hate when I
just do it at night. Do it at night and see how many guys are fucking streaming live on duty. How many are live on duty and fucking just sitting there? Could you imagine? You have to have some type of light, even with their red light on in their squad car. These guys are so zoned in the comment section, how fucking easy it is for some shitbag to come up and pump rounds through the window. Then the next thing you know, we got to celebrate so-and-so, which officer so-and-so was tragically killed in the line of duty. The motherfucker was streaming live on duty. I don't have an ounce of goddamn sympathy for him.
Yeah. No, you're right. And they don't train. And that goes my whole circle back to what we started with about the job is dead. If you're allowing your partners to stream live on TikTok and to hey, the troll. No, there's trolls. I don't even see trolls. No, there's people trolling. I don't care what everybody. This is free speech.
He wasn't trolling.
No. Somebody's saying, do you want me to get the trolls out of here?
Oh,
but I don't care. I love bad people talking shit about me. It's fun. No, but yeah, if you're not telling those people, hey, fuckface, get off TikTok live, go to your fucking job, you're part of the problem. And I'll stand on business for that till the end. So that's another week of talking shit. Dominic Izzo and Cobbville. Dominic will be live. You'll be live tomorrow at noon Eastern.
With you guys.
Tomorrow on Anti-Hero, and then you have your show Friday night.
Yep. We just did a critical incident breakdown yesterday of the Colorado police shooting at their airport.
The airport. I saw that. Yep.
People said, I got a Polk County sheriff saying, good shoot. Good shoot. And I said, of course you think it's good shoot. You're Polk County. We had hashtag we ran out of bullets.
Yeah, that's Grady Judge. So I'm going to unfuck Jimmy's situation here, and appreciate everybody tuning in. We'll see you guys next week.